Hello everyone, I'm Brian Dragon, and welcome to the season finale for the summer season of Vox Adventures. Gonna be a short one today. And even then, it's been a pretty fun one. You're fine, Alex. So what should I talk about today? If it's a rap? Yeah, maybe. The musical is far and away inferior to the original novel. In fact, adaptations that are based on the book itself and well, that's the thing that the adaptations based on the book itself are superior to the musical. But thankfully the musical screen adaptation reinserted some things from the book, making it better than the stage counterpart. The musical has quite a few problems. Basically turns Javert into a caricature of his literary counterpart. Most notably by just focusing on his Javert hunting. I mean his Valjean hunting. And there was a lot of other things to Javert, like snuff, for instance. What the hell? Wait, what? What the? Okay, shit, why was I hitting control? Oh jeez, I can barely see. Where am I even? Okay. Why? Did something happen to my night vision? How can I... Why is I... Oh, there we go. So, as I was saying, Javert is basically a caricature in the musical of his literary counterpart. And it's rather unfortunate that the musicals overshadowed the original novel. One of the great works of literature, and if an actor since the creation of the musical were to tell you they were in Les Miserables, they'd ask someone would ask them if they sing in it. No, that is actually true. That is something that happened to Liam Neeson. The musical's fine. It's a good musical, and it's just not as good as other adaptations. The most faithful I'm aware of is of a French adaptation from the 1930s. 5 hours long, I believe. Does it have some differences? Yeah, but it's still a hell of a lot more faithful and a good deal of others. The Emerald City Productions, I think that's the production company's name. They did a animated television special adaptation in the late 80s, maybe early 90s, I'm not sure. Might have been the mid 80s. And despite the 49-minute runtime, it's still more faithful than the musical. The animation's a bit on the limited side, but still, it's more faithful. Javert still commits suicide, so it's not like that's omitted. And I've read of an anime adaptation where he doesn't commit suicide and just continues on living. Oh, and that anime adaptation was made in like the last decade or so. At least I think so. I can't remember. 2000s maybe? Yeah, so basically Javert has a change of heart and actually visits Valjean's grave at the end. Good lord, that's such an odd ending. Or odd change, I should say. Something I can't forgive the musical for is making Thénardier a bit more comedic. He was a sinister character in the original novel. And when you think that him getting thrown out of a party out of a wedding party is a suitable punishment in the 2012 film, or being shot by Valjean in that one film, The Year Escapes Me. Yeah, he had no such punishment. At the end of the novel, his wife is dead. All but one of his children are dead. And what's he do? Goes to America and becomes a successful slave trader. Yeah. He goes on to become successful and in a trade that was considered good at that time and place. That place being America, and that time being around the 19th century. Well, Javert's kind of an anti-villain, while Zanardi is a regular villain. Actually, let's read up on that. Excuse me. Let's see here, Jean Valjean. Born 1769, died 1833 at the age of 64. That confounds me by, well, that animated adaptation I mentioned does a good job of making him age. Well, not much to do. He already had the white hair even before he was in his 60s. But others don't really do much. And by that I mean they do nothing at all. I mean, I don't know, with Liam Neeson, he was what, in his 40s at the time? He still looks the same now. So I don't know, he definitely require makeup or something if they went that route. Oh, jeez. There, I believe, might have been in his 40s, so... I mean, with Valjean, obviously, okay, if you've ever seen Gone with the Wind, blah, 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 that guy who plays, what's his name? Ashley Welks. He was in his late 40s, I believe, and was playing the character from the time he was a young man to, well, the end of the movie. He felt he was too old for the part, but still played it anyway. Basically, it was pretty much required for him to play him from, well, youth to middle-agedness. So, really, the way I see it, you could just... I don't know. Actually, I'm pretty sure when we're first introduced to Valjean, he's in his 40s, so it's not that big of an age range. It's not like we're introduced to him in his 20s. So, theoretically, an actor in his 60s, mid-60s, could play Valjean from beginning to end. I wouldn't advise that for other literary figures such as Moses, because, well, the Bible wants a book, therefore it's literature. Let's see here. Yeah, you're not gonna find an actor with that big of an age range. I mean, 40, 80, not gonna find an actor with that sort of an age range. Hmm. Actually, I'm pretty sure that was basically the reason why, for Shawshank Redemption, the time frame was shortened from the original novel. Instead of 30 years, it's 20. But I don't know. Uh, get some good makeup and you can probably make it work. I, Claudius. Let's see, Derek Jacobi was, 38, I do believe. And he played the adult Claudius throughout his entire life, all the way to, his death at 63. All that was needed in the old age was, of course, makeup. So, really, makeup can take care of it. I know it might sound odd, but it's true. Oh God, poor what's his name, who played Tiberius. He was in his late 40s, I think. And of course he's playing Tiberius through his entire life, so I think he was playing him from the age of 20 to, of course, his death at 77. And he had to get, and he actually got in shape so he was back in the shape he would have been at 20. And it caused him to suffer from mood swings. Of course, Tiberius is supposed to be a he was a moody person, Tiberius, but yeah, that's taking it a bit far. Hey, you. Um, Dawson casting is well, it's really something, isn't it? Worst example I can name: 61-year-old Sean Connery as 37-year-old Richard Coeur de Lion. Honestly, wouldn't be so bad if, well, there were two Robin Hood movies that year. One that featured only Richard and one that featured only John. And the one that featured only John, which starred Patrick Bergin as Robin Hood, it had the 54-year-old Edward Fox as, well, I say 28 since the story uses the Saxon-Norman conflict as made famous by Walter Scott, so 28 probably. I mean, they're both pretty bad, and honestly, Edward Fox would have been better suited to play John in an adaptation of King John. Jeez, that spans what, 17 years maybe? No. Wait. Yeah, John ruled for 17 years, but I don't think it... Does it actually span 17 years? I can't remember. I mean, historically, maybe. I'm not exactly sure on the chronology. I'm not exactly sure about the time frame in the play itself. It might have been just shortened. What? You want to come up? What? What? You're fine. I mean, honestly, that Dawson casting probably wouldn't have been quite so noticeable if it was just one movie, and I mean, yeah, actually it would be pretty noticeable, but still, I'm not sure. I mean, a 61-year-old Sean Connery and a 54-year-old Edward Fox, it would probably work best in the same movie if they were both in the same movie together. Let's see here. Haven't read Les Mis in a long time. I mean, I own a copy. And I read it in high school. And during the summer. Yes, oh yes, the story begins in 1815. Let's see here. Where'd the calculator go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, 46, I was right. So, yeah, Valjean in his 40s when we're mid-40s when we're introduced to him. Let's see, Javert, presumably born in 1780, died on, presumably, I don't remember that. Oh jeez, the French Wikisource. Well, that would make him about 52. Good lord. Oh man, Sean Slaughter, he was definitely underage for that role. If you don't know what I'm talking about, let's see here, he played Javert in a film adaptation in 1935, I believe. Should check that. Verify it. Okay, 34, 35, 35. And the French one was 34. Oh, and it was released as 3 films with a running time of 289 minutes approximately. Together, let's see, 60. Holy, 4 hours and 49 minutes. That's quite the run time. Okay, so yeah, Charles Lawton, pretty underage. And then again, I think Frederick March was, yeah, he was Valjean in that, 38. Pretty young, too. Number of differences. The film ends with Javert's suicide, while at the end of the novel, Valjean dies of grief after having been separated. Yeah, we know. So, huh. Does that make the 1998 film essentially a remake of the 1935 film? I don't know. I mean, probably not. Writers probably just think it's a convenient ending point. Something I should go on record is that the animated special I mentioned does go to Valjean's staff. Not gonna do regular because by the time he spawned in, it will be time to finish up recording. Oh, jeez. Well, something that I can't blame the music on for is portraying Eponine and Marius as close friends. Oh, wait. Uh, that's it. Time's up. I'm Brian Croydregan signing out. Stay Shrey.